Hey, good morning. What's up, everyone? If you don't know me, my name is Max, and I own Glacier NYC. We are a actors headshot photography business located here in New York City, and we work with acting studios and talent agencies to capture headshots of their clients. Today, I want to talk a little bit about being busy and time management. So, if you don't know already, I work full-time job in construction management, and I'm building this photography business outside of those working hours. So what that means is I work from 7:30 to 5:30 and I get home around 6, and then the hours from anywhere from 6 to 10 or 11 or 12 are the hours when I can work on my photography business. And also weekends, I get to work the full weekends on the photography business. For anyone who says that they don't have enough time outside their 9 to 5 to work on something else or to work on their side hustle, you get 2 days every week. It's called the weekend. And that gives you like 24 hours at minimum. You could work 12-hour days on Saturday, Sunday to get something else off the ground. So don't let yourself believe the excuse that you're too busy with your 9 to 5. Something else I wanted to touch on is that with regards to time management, this is just something that works for me personally. It doesn't work for everyone, and by no means am I saying that this should work for you or this should be what you do, but what has helped me be the most productive and when I yield the best or actually the most results is when I am busiest. Um, Partially, I think it's because when you're busy, when you have 10 things on your to-do list, it forces you to budget your time properly and to hit the deadlines that you need to hit. You don't want to ever let down your clients or miss a deadline. The only thing you want to be doing is meeting and beating the expectations of your clients. So, for example, if you say you're going to have something to your clients by Saturday, you better have it done by Friday, the latest on the day that you say, which would be Saturday. But like for us, we're always trying to beat the expectations of our clients. If we promise something, we want to deliver on it faster and better and potentially more, offering more than what we say. Um, we always want to break expectations, beat expectations for positive. But in general, a theory is that if you have 10 hours to complete a task, then it will take 10 hours. Um, the theory is that if you had 2 hours to complete a task, it will take 2 hours. Um, if you have a certain amount of time to complete a task, then your attention or your time span will grow or shrink to meet the window that is required. So what that means is for the same task, if you give yourself different amounts of time, you'll just take that amount of time. Now, when you're not busy, you have more time, right? So if you had one thing to do all week, it would probably take you the whole week. And you might start it the day before. If you give yourself an hour to do it, it will take you only an hour because that's all the time you have to do it. Now, the question might be, well, I have a week to do it. How do I get it done in an hour? Well, one way to do it is by booking yourself up so that you only physically have an hour to do it because you have the rest of the week booked full of other activities. And this is what has worked best for me, is just to pack the schedule as much as possible, which forces you to be as efficient as possible and not procrastinate and get stuff done and get it done early and get it done on time. So far, this has worked great for me. The only time when strict time budgeting doesn't work is when there are externalities that interrupt the process. So for example, if you had 3 days to get done, you had 10 tasks to get done in 3 days, and you could only do like about 3 a day and 4 one day, right? And on day two, on day one you got the 3 done. On day two you're planning to get done 4, and on day 3 you were planning to get done the last 3. On day 2, you break your arm and you have to go to the hospital and you lose a day. And you lose the night in the hospital, and you're down to the last day and you're out of time. You can only get done 3 in the last day. Then what do you do, right? So there's a balance between booking yourself so packed where there's no room for error, and booking yourself packed enough where you feel the time pressure to get things done, but you still have a slight buffer in case things do not go as planned. You can't perfectly time budget everything, right? If you've done something before and you know it's going to be the same, then fair enough. But there's going to be one time when it's not the same. There's going to be one time when you have a difficult client where it's harder to create the proposal for them, or something arises that makes it take longer. That stuff happens, right? So it's important to time budget, but to also be realistic and keep in mind that everyone's human, right? You cannot plan like a robot. You should know how to give yourself some room for error, and you will learn it probably the hard way. At first, you'll probably learn how much time you need as a buffer and how much time you would prefer to have just in case time. I guess that was just my long-winded way of saying stay busy. Don't overwork yourself to the point where you might miss a deadline due to something outside of your control. Stay as busy as you can, and you'll yield the best results. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Appreciate the time. Have a good one. Bye.